Well, you know him from the popular show on HGTV, Boise Boys, but now Luke Caldwell is joining us to chat about some upcoming projects and the release of his latest design book. It's called Americana Soul. Luke, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Okay, I do have to recap and give you a little background to some of our viewers here, because those who are not familiar, you are from the HGTV show Boise Boys. What was that show all about?
So we did 20 episodes here in Boise, and it was all about flipping. Me and my good friend Clint Robertson, we would flip houses together, and basically find houses that were run down and beat down, and put some love back into them, and then sell them to a new family. So that was really fun. And then we moved on to a new series called Outgrown, where we were renovating for clients. So it's all been fun.
Excellent, and we love seeing a Boise native here on HGTV, which is super exciting. How did you start to work with HGTV? How did that come about?
Well, yeah, it was kind of interesting. It was something I never, ever thought about doing. Never tried to get on TV. It wasn't really even in my wheelhouse or thought at all. And then we were kind of posting on social media about what we were up to with Timber and Love, and they ended up reaching out to us and said, hey, we love Boise, Idaho. We love you guys and the design aesthetic, and we're interested in potentially doing a show. And you're like, oh, wow. And it took about 2 years for that all to come to fruition to actually have a show. But it's been a fun process, and really grateful for the opportunity.
Yes, and speaking of design, though, you're joining us from your design studio, if you will, right? Here in town. And you've taken that talent a little further by releasing a book. We got it right here in studio, Americana Soul. That's coming out this week, right?
Yeah, it's coming out October 25th, and worldwide on Simon & Schuster, and it's just been a huge blessing. I had no idea how much work it was going to be, though. It was almost harder than filming a show for HGTV.
Oh, really? Okay, well, so the process, I imagine, then may have been a little difficult, right? Because there's so many designs that I'm sure you want to share and help people learn through. Was it hard kind of figuring out, okay, what goes in the book and what doesn't?
Well, that was definitely part of it, but I think a lot of it is I'm not naturally a writer. Like I like to communicate more just through conversation and even visually. And so to actually have to sit down and process, how do I actually do all this, because I'm more of a feel type of person, and so working through all that and hoping that it makes sense was definitely a challenge. But it's good. It's a good exercise to kind of think about how am I doing all this, and what is really the key takeaways when I'm designing my own spaces or spaces for clients. And I really enjoyed it. I feel like I learned a lot myself. That's
great. So now you have the formula in place, so you can write another design book after Americana Soul. But in this one, though, tell us about some of the inspiration that you're hoping that people are going to learn from this book. What are some of the key design things that we're looking forward to?
So the title of the book is Americana Soul, and the subtitle is Homes Designed with Love, Comfort, and Intention. And that's really what I wanted to focus on more than anything, because to me, family and home is the most important things in life. I just love being with my family, having a place where you feel safe, where you feel like you can connect, where you can just kind of kick your feet up and just be yourself. And I love that, and I love creating spaces like that for other people as well. And especially with 8 kids, it can get kind of chaotic pretty quickly. And so, yes, making sure that everything has a home and that it's all thought through, and really telling your own story as a family. For us, we're a mixed family in the sense that, my wife and I, we've adopted 5 kids, some from China, another one from Ukraine. And so, mixing everyone's stories together so it's cohesive, and that we're this, melting pot of a family, but everybody has their own story, and you can show that through design. And so kind of talked about how to do that where it all makes sense and it's all intentional and done with love.
I love that. Intentional and done with love. Well, this book is absolutely beautiful. The pictures, the designs, the inspiration you have behind it. I cannot wait for people to get their hands on it, which, by the way, I believe we'll be doing a giveaway here on Idaho Today, which we'll tell everybody about here in just a little bit. But first of all, though, if people already are looking forward to getting their own copy, they can actually come out and join you for a book signing, right?
Yeah, next Wednesday, the 26th at Barnes & Noble, we're going to be, the whole family's going to come out. We're going to hang out with whoever wants to show up at 6 o'clock, and just would love to meet people and love to share the book and just hang out. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Luke, too, where can people go to follow you and all the amazing projects that you're working on in addition to learning more about Americana Soul?
Yeah, sure. So my company is Timber and Love, and it's here in Boise, Idaho, and we've got a few different locations. We have a realty office down in the north end, and then our main headquarters is right off of Fairview and Whitewater. And so we're doing all kinds of stuff, remodels, new subdivision. We do a lot of things for clients, and it's still, fixing up houses and just really enjoying the process. So timberandlove.com, come say hey. We'd love to meet you.
Excellent. Luke, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us here on Idaho Today, and congratulations on your book.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone, stick around. We're going to be checking with Daily Blast Live right after the break.